Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 23 video. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the Denver Broncos. They didn't really have much of a draft, but if this is your first time on the channel, make sure you like and or subscribe. Let's try to hit 40 likes on this video. It would be much appreciated. So first things first, we got Russell Wilson, and we're not going to really get an out on his contract, like ever. That's a horrible contract. It's bad, very bad. Hopefully Sean Payton can revive his career or revive him somehow. A lot of people are saying not Sean Payton, but who was it? Pete Carroll was the reason why it was good, because Geno Smith is suddenly good with Pete Carroll. So maybe it was just the coaching. So maybe coaching will help Russell Wilson completely. So I don't know. Javonte Williams, amazing when he's healthy. Jerry Jeudy, amazing when he's healthy. Tim Patrick, good when he's healthy. Cortland Sutton, good when he's healthy. That's the problem. This team doesn't stay healthy. But Russell Wilson, I'm still going to be drafting quarterback in it over him, because in Madden, he's going to regress. I won't be able to do anything. I'm going to have to keep his contract because I won't be able to cut him. It's gonna be a rough time. It's gonna be a very rough time. I'm gonna hope he retires. Quan Williams, Pat Surtain, arguably, no, I wouldn't say arguably. I would say he is the best defensive back in the NFL, in my opinion. And then Kareem Jackson, they re-signed. Linebackers are terrible. Justin Simmons is good. Really, the only upside to this team is the youth that you got at Javonte Williams, and then at your receiving core. Got Pat Surtain, which is nice. You could have had Micah Parsons in the draft, or Justin Fields, just letting you know. But, I mean, hey, not hating on the Pat Surtain pick. You got the best DB in the NFL, in my opinion. So, still great picks. You could have had a lot of other picks, too. Yeah, you got Pat Surtain, Justin Simmons, Javonte Williams, Jerry Jeudy. Those are your upsides. Then you overpaid Mike McGlinchey completely. But, yeah, that's why I'm here to rebuild the team. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I'm going to choose a draft class, keep auto-generated rookies. I'm going to draft myself a quarterback, and I'm going to pray to God Russell Wilson retires. So let's move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark. As we are 6-1 top of the division, Sean Payton has officially revived the Broncos, but it looks like he mainly did it on the defense. But players ready to negotiate. Let's see who we have here. We are going to have, looks like nobody of interest. Yeah, let's see what we got. Coming off a loss to the Jets, our first loss of the season. Scouting national focus. It's going to be quarterback. Sorry, I don't care how well Russell Wilson plays. Doesn't matter to me. I need his contract to be off this team. It's a huge part of the rebuild. Hope he retires. Let's move into the playoffs. Here we are, 13-4, top the division, first round bye. How well did Russell Wilson play? Nice. Amazing, actually. That's very, very good. But am I still going to draft a quarterback? Most likely. I don't want that contract. Second best offense in the NFL, unless he gets X Factor. Third best defense. 18 interceptions is not good. That's no bueno. 102 pass rating, 4,800 yards and 42 touchdowns is good, though. Javonte Williams, 4.6 per carry, 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns. That's a great season. Jerry Jeudy, 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. Cortland Sutton, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Tim Patrick, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. What do we got defensively? Joseph Jewell, 117 tackles for a loss, 17 for Randy Gregory, sacks 18 for Randy Gregory is great, and Baron Browning with 12, that's good to see. Interception 3 for Quan Williams. Safeties on the team is 0, defensive touchdowns is 0. Browning better get star dev or better after that season, after having 12 sacks. Let's see who we're going to be facing in the divisional round, as Sean Payton has revived Russell Wilson's career, kind of, other than the interceptions. The divisional rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers, who got third in the division behind the Chiefs. Super hard division here. And we beat them 31-21 here against the Kansas City Chiefs in year 1. I'm going to hop into this game to see if we can beat another divisional rival to move on to the Super Bowl. Here we are against the Kansas City Chiefs at our own home stadium. 7-0 start for us. Okay, 14-0 starts. 14-7 at the second quarter. 14-21. 14-21 at halftime. And 14-21. 14-24. 21-24. They're kind of making a comeback. 28-31. 28-34. No way. My game crashed. What? Okay, so my game crashed, and as you guys saw, hopefully in the video, it actually did show you that I did win 34-28, but it's saying that we haven't even played the game because my game crashed, because EA is amazing at making good servers. Obviously not. See, it already says I played the game. even though, yeah, so I'm just going to auto force this because I did win the game. It's just not going to give it to me because the game crashed. So anyways, we're just going to be moving on to the Super Bowl as we already beat the Kansas City Chiefs. But let's see who we're going to be facing in the Super Bowl in year 1, 2, which is crazy. Thought this was going to be a long rebuild, but hey, it's already successful since we already made it to the Super Bowl. Here to face the Philadelphia Eagles, who are 12-5. Let's see if Russell Wilson did get that X factor. He does not. That's going to suck for him because I'm probably going to replace him now. Chris Manhurts, he's 30 years old. I don't really care if he has start ev. Defensively, it looks like Kareem Jackson gets start ev. Browning has 12 sacks on a season. They're just like, nah, that's not good enough. Yeah, we're definitely going to make him start ev. If you don't like it, you can cry. Definitely going to make him start ev. How do you get 12 sacks in a season? You're just like, yeah, normal development is the best we can do. Anyways, apart from that, let's move in to the Super Bowl against the Eagles. Here we are against the Philadelphia Eagles as it is 0-0, of course, and 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. Come on. 7-7. Sean Payton leading this team to victory here. 14-7. Okay. 21-7 in the fourth quarter. I think that's wraps. Yeah, that's wraps. We got the ball. That's wrap. 21-7. First year. The Broncos are back into it. I was crap talking them at the beginning of this video. In real life, I can guarantee you, Broncos fans, this won't happen. That's why I'm making a rebuild of this. But hey, I'm not going to discredit you. If you want to live happy land in Madden, congrats. This is what Madden's saying. But anyways, let's move in to the Super Bowl MVP. Your Super Bowl MVP is Russell Wilson. So I'm not necessarily going to replace Russell Wilson with my first round pick. I'm still going to pick a quarterback probably in the second or third round. But I don't know. He's still going to regress. It's still a successful rebuild already just because of 1 year, even though I didn't even do anything to rebuild it other than change the defensive scheme. But Jalen Hurts wins the league MVP. Sean Payton wins Coach of the Year. And no other awards here for the Denver Broncos. We've already seen the team upgrades. Let's move into the re-signings. In the AFC West, nobody retires on any part of the division. Let's see what we got here for the players ready to negotiate. We are going to have nobody of interest. And I'm going to skip out on free agency because we're about to pay Russell Wilson $50 million a year. So let's move into the draft. So with my first pick, I'm picking up the defensive tackle. And unfortunately, this is in the third round. I didn't trade up to get my quarterback, and I didn't get my first round pick back correctly because, of course, Madden never updates the rosters or the draft picks. So this is the beginning of the third round. I don't know how I got this pick considering I'm on the Super Bowl, but hey, this is going to be our first pick for now. I'm just going to have to deal with it. Then I guess I'm just going to get a first round pick next year. Here we are after the draft, and yes, we didn't really have much of a draft because I didn't have a first or a second round pick because EA never updates the rosters. I should have just force traded into it, but I'm not going to worry about it. Randy Gregory's a superstar. I didn't even notice that before. The team's honestly still pretty good in terms of having those one or two good players who are crazy, aka Randy Gregory and Pat Surtain. I'm going to move Baron Browning down to right defensive end because I think that's what he should do whenever we are in a 4-3 scheme. So we're going to do that. And yeah, other than that, the team is pretty fine. How heavy is Zach Allen? Zach Allen, you're moving to defensive tackle because you were at 281, which would be light considering for a defensive tackle. Usually want him to be 300 pounds, but Baron Browning's there. This is the team we got. This is what we're rocking with for the next season. We've already won a Super Bowl. I'm not going to be too worried about those picks. I'm worried about this contract from Russell Wilson. It's about to kick in. I'm about to get face planted. And yeah, I'm paying $22 million, then I'm paying $35, then $55. I'm going to get bent over at one point. Maybe I can just put myself in negative cap room and just deal with it then. But anyways, let's move into the midseason. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 4-2, third in the division, highly contested division. The Raiders will not be 5-1. Raiders will not be 5-1. But let's see, defensively, I need linebacker, like very, very bad. And I also need defensive back, so maybe defensive back will be my first pick. But anyways, let's see what we got for the players ready to negotiate. As we are going to have Jerry Jeudy. Going to want to re-sign him. I could find a better fit in free agency. I'm sure you can find a better team in general in free agency, Jerry Jeudy. Our center, definitely want to keep him back. 5-year deal, let's do that. He re-signs. KJ Hamler can walk. Quan Williams. I'm surprised so many of these players have interest in our team. I know we just won the Super Bowl, but won't be for long. Let's move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs once again, and once again taking the top of the division, 12-5, here to face the Kansas City Chiefs. They're looking for revenge. Russell Wilson Still pretty good season. 32nd pass rating, though. 13th best offense, 3rd best defense, 4,400 yards, 35 touchdowns, 11 receptions. See, that's not a bad ratio. Finally doesn't have 18 interceptions. 100 passer rating. Javonte Williams, 16 touchdowns, 4.4 per carry, 1,400 yards. Russell Wilson, don't make me regret saying this. I think you can be the guy now. If you are doing this consistently, I think you can be the guy. Do not make me regret that. Jerry Jeudy, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. Tim Patrick, 15 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards. Looking at it defensively, Josie Jewell, 110 tackles for a loss, 13 for Baron Browning. Baron Browning, 20.5 sacks. Randy Gregory, 14.5. Browning's gonna get superstar depth. Pat Surtain with 4 interceptions, safety, 0 defensive touchdowns, 0. I don't know how this team is doing so good. I'm honestly confused, but anyways, I guess it's because we have superstar quarterback and Pat Surtain's crazy. That's probably what it is. We beat the Chiefs wildcard round. Here to face the 9-8 Bengals. We've had to face really hard teams, and we're beating all of them. Yeah, of course, as I say that, I jinx it, and we lose. But anyways, we still had a good run. Let's move into the offseason. And the Bills beat the Giants in the Super Bowl. Josh Allen wins the Super Bowl MVP and the league MVP. Sean Payton wins back-to-back Coach of the Years. And let's see what we got for the team upgrades. Does Russell Wilson not get X Factor? I mean, he had 2 good seasons in a row. Let's see what we got. He does not get X Factor. Offensively, nobody gets any upgrades. I forgot they had Adam Troutman. Pat Surtain gets X Factor. Baron Brown, how do you get 20.5 sacks? You should immediately go to an X Factor after that, but I'm just going to move you to a superstar so that way people don't get mad. 20.5 sacks in a season, and he doesn't get a dev up? Crazy, dude. But hey, Pat Surtain getting X Factor is great. Gonna need another defensive back, but let's move into the re-signings. In the AFC West, nobody retires for free agency. I think I'm actually going to hop into it now, and I'm just going to say, you know, F it. Why not? Jerry Jeudy, we're just going to give him player-friendly since he didn't want the last contract. He re-signs on that. I feel like you're already 29. You wouldn't be bad depth. I'm just not paying you that much just to be depth, though. KJ Hamler can walk. Everyone else here I'm just not interested in. We have $65 million to spend in free agency. Let's move into it. After free agency, we got Anton Winfield Jr. as our new strong safety, Chidobe Awuzie as the second DB, and Jordan Brooks as a left outside linebacker. Team's looking a lot better, and it seems to be doing pretty good in simulations, so let's move into the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up right outside linebacker Terrell Stokes out of Arizona State. Only normal dev, unfortunately. Good athleticism, A hit power, A pursuit is what I saw. He's a run stopper archetype. I think he'll be good in our scheme. Now, this is the team moving into the 3rd season. Really, the offense hasn't changed at all. I keep drafting these quarterbacks in the 3rd round. That one's the 62. He's not that good. But this guy drafted the previous year, 91 throw power, 78 speed. These will be the potential replacements if Russell Wilson can't do it. Not doubting him anymore because he's doing pretty good, but still, he's dropped down to a 76. You never know whenever he could drop the ball. And then in the draft, Colbert, I got in the 2nd round. Stokes is a 76. He seems pretty good. D-line looking pretty good. Moss, Chidobe Awuzie. Secondary looks amazing. I need to make sure that my 2nd round pick, not Singleton, I need to make sure someone else is there. Who was it? It was Colbert. I want Colbert or Stokes to play there. Maybe Stokes over everyone because Stokes is a rookie and he was my 1st round pick. So I'm going to make sure Stokes is at my sub linebacker. I would like to have that as the best. And then we'll move into the 3rd season and the mid-season mark. But sub linebacker, I need it to be Stokes, even though he's a 68. We're just going to have to deal with it. Stokes is going to be the starter over Jordan Brooks. But anyways, guys, apart from that, it is now time to move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 4-3, 2nd in the division. Scouting national focus is going to have to be linebacker again. I think it's already there, but it's fine. We're just going to do middle linebacker again because that's what we need. I kind of missed on it in this first draft because there wasn't anything good in the first round. Coming off a loss to the Chiefs, who are taking the division right now. Pat Surtain, take whatever money you want. Player-friendly deal, he resigns. Justin Simmons, do want you back. 5-year deal on that. He resigns. Javonte Williams doesn't want to be here. He doesn't like the scheme. He doesn't have a mentor. Okay, just take more money. How about that? Yeah, he resigns. Ben Powers, I'm cool with actually. I'll do a 3-year deal with him. He resigns. Mike McGlinchey. Oh, yay. I gotta actually have a fair contract with you. I'm excited for that. He resigns. Gonna take this left guard back as well. 4-year deal with him. He resigns. Baron Browning, I would like back as well. Let's do a 4-year deal with him. He resigns. Tim Patrick can walk. He's 30 years old. DJ Jones can walk. Garrett Bowles can walk. Zach Allen can walk. Losing a lot of guys there, but I only have 15 million left to spend, and I'm not going to spend it on them. So let's move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, going 7-10, but it looks like the defense is the problem. I don't know what that is in Madden. Every time I improve my defense, they're just like, nah, we suck. Why is my defensive passing game 31st? I didn't change the key scheme. I got a better DB in Chidobe Awuzie, and got a better strong safety in Anton Winfield Jr., yet we're the second worst defense in the league. Okay, sure, EA, why not? Russell Wilson, still doing kind of good. Lower pass rating, though. 6th best offense in the NFL. 27th defense makes no sense. 4,800 yards, 44 touchdowns, 19 interceptions is too many. 99 pass rating. Javonte Williams, 13 touchdowns, 4.6 per carry. Tim Patrick, 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns. I'm still not going to re-sign him. Cortland Sutton, 8 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Jerry Jeudy, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Defensively, Terrell Stokes, 126 tackles for a loss, 17 for DJ Jones, and then tackles for a loss, 14 for Baron Browning, 8 for DJ Jones, 6.5 only for Andy Gregory. Interceptions, 4 for Pat Surtain. Safeties is 1 for DJ Jones, 1 for Jordan Brooks. Defensive touchdowns is 1 for Justin Simmons. I don't know why our defense is suddenly collapsing. Anyways, we've already won the Super Bowl. Who cares? Let's move into the offseason. In the Commanders with Jacoby Brissett wins Super Bowl MVP over the Bengals. Lamar Jackson wins the league MVP. And really, no Broncos Rookie of the Year for Terrell Stokes. That is unfortunate. Maybe he still gets star dev. That'd be useful. Let's see what we got for the team upgrades. Offensively, we look the same. Actually, no, Greg Dulcich is now a star dev. Nice to see. Defensively, Stokes gets star dev. Good to see. Colbert really doesn't do anything. DJ Jones gets star dev now. Randy Gregory continues to rest. It makes no sense why my defense took a step back. It took a huge step forward in the offseason, but let's move into the re-signings. In the AFC West, once again, nobody retires. That is interesting. Players ready to negotiate. Let's see what we have here. We have Tim Patrick. Don't want to re-sign. DJ Jones, now that he has star dev, he's our starting defensive tackle number 1. I'll keep him right now. Zach Allen, I'm just going to replace him, if I'm being honest. Well, I won't have the money. I won't have the money to participate in free agency. I'm going to re-sign him. Tim Patrick, fine. He can leave. Garrett Bowles, I'll do 1 more year with him. Tim Patrick, don't care about. Everyone else here can walk. Don't have any money. Thankfully, we won the Super Bowl year 1, or this would definitely be an unsuccessful rebuild. But let's move into the draft in the 4th and final season. In the first round, I'm selecting defensive tackle Donovan Toller out of Michigan State. 6'4", 310, hidden dev, 92 strength. I know you may be wondering, oh, why didn't you pick up middle linebacker? Because the middle linebacker class, once again, sucks. So I'm just going to wait till the 2nd round. In the 2nd round, I'm picking up middle linebacker Demetrius Lawton out of Oklahoma State. 6'2", 237, hidden dev, good athleticism. This is what I've been looking for. A pursuit, B hit power, B tackle. He looks pretty good for a 2nd round pick. Here we are after the draft, moving into the 4th and final season. Not a bad team. We're going to have Rucker instead of Tim Patrick. That's fine with me. Toller or whatever is 77 overall. He seems pretty good. Lawton's a 74. If I got these guys earlier with my draft picks, it would have been a lot nicer. But defense honestly looks great. We're only an 85 overall. That's fine with me, to be real. Honestly, team's not bad. Rucker's going to be my slot. Yeah, team's not bad. 85 overall isn't bad. It's just, why is my defense randomly falling off? That was my question. But hey, we're still Super Bowl champions in year 1, so it's still a successful rebuild, even though I didn't really do much. But anyways, let's move into the playoffs in the 4th and final season. Here we are in the playoffs, 12-5, top the division once again. I guess that was just a slump year. Our defense finally got it in gear. Let's go. Stats and awards. Russell Wilson, again, the pass rating is a problem. 9th best offense. 2nd best defense is what I'm looking for. Almost 5,000 yards, 36 touchdowns, 14 receptions. He needs to get that down. Pass rating, he needs to get up. Still, this is surprising for what I thought Russell Wilson would do in simulation. Rushing-wise, Javonte, 4.4 per carry, 11 touchdowns, 1,200 yards, pretty good. Jerry Jeudy, 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. Cortland Sutton, 6 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. CJ Rucker, the rookie, 6 touchdowns and 1,100 yards, just as fine as Tim Patrick. And Jordan Brooks, 99 tackles, same with Colbert. Tackles for a loss, 12 for Baron Browning. Sacks, 12.5 for Baron Browning, 10.5 for Randy Gregory, 9 for Zach Allen. Interception, 3 for Pat Surtain. Safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. But let's see if we can do anything. 4th and final year. I'm not going to play it unless I get to the Super Bowl because we've already won the Super Bowl, of course. But what do we got? Week 1. Well, wild card, I mean. We beat the Raiders, here to face the 10-7 New England Patriots. They're an 83 overall. Let's see if we could beat them. and we do not. 24-10, still successful rebuild because we did win in year 1, which I don't really have much to do with other than changing the scheme and playbooks, which is a huge part of Madden, so I guess I couldn't say I take credit for that. But anyways, guys, apart from that, let me know which team you do want me to rebuild next and see if we can finish things off. Probably going to do the Commanders next, but wow, okay, Tom Brady's former team versus Tom Brady's, I guess, former team as well now that he's retired. But Mac Jones wins the Super Bowl MVP. Sorry, Patriots fans, you're never going to hear that in real life. And 36-22 against the Buccaneers. Lamar Jackson wins the league MVP and the Offensive Player of the Year. I don't think that's ever happened, because if you win the league MVP, they just don't give it to you with the Offensive Player of the Year. But let's see what we got for the team upgrades before I end this out. Russell Wilson stays a superstar. Defensively, Lawton's a star dev. Donovan Toller is a star dev as well. Team looks pretty good. I was pretty happy with what I built. We had a pretty solid rebuild for, honestly, thought this was going to be a total wipe of a rebuild, but only one bad year. And apart from that, guys, let me know which team you want me to rebuild next. I thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.